What's going on, everybody? RJ with RJ's Trades. We're back with another free Sunday watch list, all right? So, you guys know how this goes. We are going to go through my favorite stocks for the week. I'm going to tell you guys what I like, what I think is going to happen. And we're going to let the cards fall where they're made, man, all right? Every week I hop on here and give game for completely free. All I ask you guys to do is to leave a like, comment, and subscribe, okay? All my links are down below to my free Discord as well as my Instagram where I post a lot of informational content, okay? Let's get straight into it, man. We're not going to hold you guys long today at all. Always start with SPY, right? I'm going to repeat. Always start with SPY. SPY is the overall market, so the way SPY goes, the market will go, okay? So the overall market, okay? SPY right here, we're just continuously pushing higher at the moment. You see we've been going pretty much straight up for a minute. Yeah, and we are in earnings season, so it's gonna be harder to kind of swing right now, just because earnings will shake some things up. Different companies will be rising or falling, and the market could follow suit, especially when you have some heavy hitters coming up this weekend and weeks to come. So probably gonna be doing a lot of day trading. I do have a swing trade that I do really like that I've posted on my Instagram, so make sure you go check that out. All right. So SPY looks pretty decent. Nothing really that I can say. We just have to keep playing the highs, right? So the dip spots would be 618. You can see it right here, right here, right here, right here. 618, and then 613 would be the really good dip spot, because that is the previous all-time high retest, right? So 613 is the place where I would love to catch SPY down here. You'll be able to catch a really nice bounce, probably in the 613 to 610 area. It's gonna be really good, okay? So make sure you guys are just kind of watching out. One thing that I do see that I want to tell you guys I see, but that doesn't really mean that it will play out, is we do have some bearish divergence, right? So bearish divergence is when the stock price is making higher highs, such as this, but the RSI is making lower highs. Okay, so what does the bearish divergence really tell you? It tells you that we are pushing up on lower strength, right? So we're pushing up, but we're not as strong as we were pushing up, when we were at lower levels. So the strength is not as strong at the moment, right? So that it's just something to kind of watch out for. So just kind of be aware of that, okay? Let's kind of go through our individual stocks here. QQQ is going to be pretty much the same thing. Google has not panned out the way that I wanted it to. Move has just been super slow move. Inverse head and shoulders I gave you guys a week ago. But if we take a look here at the 4 hour, you can kind of see it's just kind of chopped around. It's been going up, but super slow. All right, super slow. Didn't really like that move. Let's keep going, man. Let's see what we got. Robinhood. We've been tagging Robinhood for a month, right? We've been tagging them for a month. Not really much you can do besides continue to play the highs when we see strength. Hopefully we get some type of pullback. I would love a pullback on Robinhood. We look at the daily, we just kind of been going straight up. So, it would be great to have some type of pullback, which we might get here soon. SMCI. I think SMCI looks really good still. We closed above 50 on the weekly, so that is a major thing. Now we need to continue to hold 50. I would love to see us continue to hold 50. My target on this is still in the 66 area, right? So 60 plus is still my target. If we were to dip, form like a little hammer, I would love to take another entry up in here, especially if we dip around 50. That would be great. Does it hold 48, then I won't like to play anymore at all. Boeing, a lot of consolidation from last week, which is not a bad thing. Actually, not a bad thing at all that Boeing was consolidating. All right. So usually when things have big moves like this, they're gonna take a minute to consolidate. What you're kind of watching for now is for it to break the consolidation here, right? So when it breaks the consolidation here and it starts to get above that 234, 235 area, we still have room up to 244. Okay, so keep Boeing on watch. Boeing still looks really good. It's just consolidating at the moment, so just need to break the consolidation on this. And Boeing is a crazy mover, so it could just randomly break it. All right, so that's what I'm kind of just keeping on watch this week, but not a sell that I just absolutely love. Uber, I don't really love it right now. Looks like they might come fill this gap down to 85, so you'll probably get a chance to get Uber again down to 82 maybe, especially if we start to have this little downturn. You can catch it down here. This would be a good spot. I'm gonna show you why here. You see here, every time we've been getting right here, we've been bouncing, right? We've been bouncing every time we got here. Okay, so if it comes down to 82 again, that's where you want to buy. But that's nothing that's immediate. Something that does look good that is going sideways as well. Apple, right? So Apple looks decent, man. Apple has just kind of been slow poking around a little bit. Triangle pattern, flag pattern, however you kind of see it, but we just need to break out, right? If we break out, and especially we close above 213, 214, I think Apple's gonna go. We still have this gap filled up 221, so I'm watching Apple this week. I have to really specify to get down on a specific entry, but watch Apple for this triangle pattern breakout for this week for sure. If it doesn't do it this week, then I don't know, I might kind of take my eyes off a little bit because it just hasn't been doing anything since it had this move here. But this was a pretty nice move, so I'll give it a chance. We'll see. Coinbase, I had a really nice trade on Coinbase on Friday, right? Had a really nice trade on Coinbase on Friday and got out perfectly. I did want the high of day, but you know, didn't get it. Basic breaking retest, we broke the all-time high, came back and retested, got a perfect candle here and got 30% on this push up right here, and literally sold at this top right here before it just tanked. So that was a really, really nice judgment. Let's see, Shopify. Too late on that one. Oracle, MU. MU might be decent. Finally, we got something that looks pretty good here. Okay, MU might be decent. MU could be a nice move to the upside. If you take a look right here, this 114.5-ish area, look at this. So it was a resistance here, resistance here, resistance, resistance, resistance. Now we're trying to see if this is going to turn into support. If this becomes the new support, this could be really good. This could set up the next up move for SMCI. This could be pretty decent. I'll watch this week. I'm watching SMCI this week. This looks pretty good, honestly. We're seeing if this 114.5 is going to turn into a support. It was a resistance for all of last year. Yeah, all of last year was a resistance. Okay, I like that. Watching SMCI this week. I'm sorry, MU. Excuse me. I'm tripping. Still thinking about SMCI. Watching MU. I'm gonna repeat that. Watching MU this week. Seeing if 114.5 holds as a support. That could be something pretty good there. Let's look at the 4 hour and see what that looks like. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see. It doesn't look bad at all though. I think it looks pretty good. HIMS, not really doing a whole lot. Nvidia, all-time highs. The Dow, I still really like the Dow. The Dow is in a bull flag right here. You know, only thing is it is earnings season, so it could get messed up with earnings, but we're bull flagging right here on the Dow, right below all-time highs. So we could really blast through all-time highs. I'm not gonna lie to you. This breakout says that this thing could go 475. That's a $30. That's almost a 10% move. It's, oh dang, that's crazy. I don't know. That looks good. I'm not gonna lie. The Dow does have a tendency to go on some nice runs, though. The Dow does have a tendency to go on some really good runs. So we will definitely see. Definitely watching the Dow. So that means I'll just give you guys the other one that I posted last week as well. on CCL. I posted last week because they have a bull flag pattern here on the daily. Now, I will tell you guys why I love CCL. Not only is this a bull flag that it's trying to break out of, but it also retested this high point right here from January, right? So it retested that and it's held so far. And also, this is why it's important to kind of go back and look and see what's going on. If this thing happens to break out, right? If CCL somehow happens to break 31.4, listen to me good. This thing is going to explode. It's going to explode above 31.5, okay? 31.4, 31.5. And the reason that you know that is because this is the COVID drop, right? So it hasn't been here since COVID. This is the COVID drop. Now it's gonna be tough up in here. If you get past 31.4, it's gonna be tough, but I think it's gonna blast, right? You still have a crazy gap to fill all the way up there. It doesn't mean it's gonna happen anytime soon, but just know CCL could be one of them ones. I'm not gonna lie to you. All right. So watch out for CCL and right back at SPY, right? So I told you guys we're gonna be super long today. Quick rundown. We got earnings this week, so trade safe, trade smart, man. If you guys want to tap in with the community, make sure you guys follow the links below for the free Discord or the premium version if you would like that. Make sure you guys follow me on Instagram and let me know if this is helpful, man. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.